Alright, yan. Nakasab na ba lahat?
Ito ka sa dilim, ligtas lahat na lihim. Kahit mali-mali na pwede pa rin sundin. Hindi importante kung ano ang binubulong. Basta kadiliman lamang ang dapat isulong. Narinig mo ba ang...
Doon sa mga nagtatanong daw kung may mangyayari sa na parang Christmas party or kahit anong event, yung batas natin, yung community natin, yung fellow vloggers natin, sina Kayo, sina Paco, sino-sino pa, sina Atty. Claire. Okay? I-contact nyo na lang yung i-contact nyo na lang yung mga ano natin, mga mods natin. Yan. Sila yung mga promotor dyan. I-contact nyo na lang. Sino ba i-contact sa inyo? Yan. Magbigay kayo. I-contact nyo na lang kahit sino dun sa mga mods natin. Para hindi ako masisi.
Sigaw ng katarungan o tuloy sa paglila.
Si Ricul daw pa si Muno. Ayan, contact nyo si Ricul.
Ang ng kampo ng kadiliman. Kadiliman laban sa kasamaan.
Attorney, tama po ba si Atty. Lopez sa separation of powers? Let's talk about that. Let's go there. Pag sinabi niya, that's exactly our topic ngayon. Okay? Tapos dahil daw sa na-cite in contempt, itong si kasi nanonood din ako, napanood ko doon kay Attorney Trixie. Sinabi niya daw nasasamahan daw, o parang ganun, no? Something to that effect. Sasamahan daw nitong si Vice President Sara Duterte, itong si Atty. Lopez doon. Okay? Dahil dito sa ginawa nila kay Atty. Lopez. Ngayon, mga kabats natin, tignan natin kasi yung mga punto na sinabi naman ni Atty. Lopez, kasama na dyan yung violation of the separation of powers, blah, 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 yung nag-aaksila as COA. Titignan natin yan ngayon. Okay?
Sino ba ang makikinabang? Kanino tayo sasama? Para sila ay matuwa. Dito ka sama-sama lahat, kayang-kaya. Walang tatabla kasi makapangyarihan ka. Pero ang kapangyarihan, walang katapusan. Kasamaan lang ang number one. Nabubulagin na at namihina.
Okay, let's go now, mga kabatas natin. Actually, ito yung pinaka-intense na part nitong proceedings na ito. Sa tingin ko, dito nasaktan yung House of Representatives. Kasi they wanted Atty. Lopez to change her mind. Gusto nila baguhin yung kanyang mga sinabi at ipakita na itong House of Representatives ang powerful, almighty. Pero hindi niya ginawa yun. Kaya mga kabatas natin, na-contempt. And I still maintain, mga kabatas natin, kaya nga ganyan yung aking title, dapat lumabas ka na, Sara. Please, Sara, lumabas ka na. VP Sara.
First, a manifestation. From the previous hearings, we have established two things as regards the documentary pieces of evidence of payments for confidential funds. Una, ang mga irregularidad sa mga impormasyon nakasaad sa mga acknowledgement receipts. At ikalawa.
Pero yun nga kasi, they still enjoy the presumption of regularity. And I have to address yung kanina. No? I have to address yung kanina. No? Doon sa sinasabi nila na presumed innocent until proven guilty. Naniniwala naman ako doon. Pero bakit parang sinasabi mo, bakit mo kini-question attorney yun? Yung mga parang 11 days ginastos yung 125 million. I'm asking for accountability. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na mali yung ginawa nila. Ang sinasabi ko, ipaliwanag nyo sa amin o kaya ipakita nyo sa akin kung paano nyo ginastos yung 125 million. Is that violating? Or is that contrary to the presumption of innocence? No. Pag sinabi ko na, oh, irregular yan. Parang mabilis yata masyado. Diba? Kaya nga tayo, di ba, gustong-gusto natin yung Freedom of Information Bill. Because that will that will answer all our questions regarding this matter sana. Pag nag-request ka, bigay agad. Di ba? Sana that time will come. Yun dapat. Di ba? That's accountability. That's giving information to the people that they should actually know in the first place. Gets nyo na? So, iba yung sasabihin mo na korap ka. Iba yung sasabihin mo na nagnakaw ka. Iba yung sasabihin mo na paano mo nagawa yan? Teach me, senpai. Diba?
Dalawa, ang kakulungan sa mga kinakailangang impormasyon para matiyak kung tama ba ang paggamit ng confidential funds na ito. Atty. Lopez, do you believe that public officers occupy a public trust?
Yes, Your Honor. That is enshrined in the Constitution.
Section 1, Article 11 of the Constitution. Tama.
Yes.
Wow! Perfect!
Yes. Now, would you also agree with me that the impassivity of the public officers and employees to attend congressional inquiries of the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability gives rise to a betrayal of public trust, considering that they are avoiding public accountability through inquiry by duly elected representatives? Would you believe that? Yes or no?
No! No!
Yes or no?
No!
Your Honor, may I be allowed to...
Yes or no? I'm asking if you believe it or not.
Your Honor,
No.
You do not believe it?
I
no,
don't
in the
believe
sense
it.
that it is not a betrayal of public trust, exactly, Your Honor. Because the decision to attend the hearing, Your Honor, is a personal one.
No.
At saka ito. I have a better answer. If I were there, I'd answer no. Acting as one of the members of the Office of the Vice President. Ang sasabihin ko, no. Bakit? Well, because the hearing is in aid of legislation. Di ba? Betrayal of public trust, nasaan doon yun? When in the first place, di ba, naghahanap lang naman kayo ng mga bagay-bagay na pwede nyong paggawa ng batas, pag-improve ng batas, o kaya pagtanggal ng batas.
Because you are compelled if we issue a subpoena. It's not personal. Would you agree with that also?
Yes, Your Honor, because
Well, but it's personal if you issue a subpoena. Kaya nga siya lang ang isasubpoena nyo. Kaya nga siya yung nako-contempt.
if it's a subpoena, it becomes coercive.
Yes.
But in the end, respectfully, if it is an invitation, there is also a right on the end of the invitee to decline.
I agree. But the end of that is that we can issue a subpoena
Yes. that
in
is
order
correct.
to force you to attend these hearings. Tama.
Yes, Your Honor.
O in that case, if you are forced to attend hearings and you do not attend, would that not also constitute a betrayal of public trust?
Nope.
Following your logic,
Your Honor,
pakisagot lang po na yes or no. Yung katanungan ko po, yes or no eh. There's no need for any explanation unless I ask for one.
Kailangan ng explanation dun. Pag ako kasi dyan, no na agad. No. Tapos, pag nag-explain siya, pag pinag-explain ako, mag-explain ako. Di ba? How did I violate? I did not violate it. As a person who is working with the Office of the Vice President, I have my tasks there. Nandoon yung mga sinumpaan kong salaysay. Sinumpaan kong trabaho. Di ba? If ever, ito syempre polarized to. Polarized to. Pro-DDS ito. Kasi kanina, nasaktan kayo eh. Pro-DDS ito. If ever there is a betrayal of public trust, it is when I waste the money of the people. If I waste the time that I'm supposed to be working for the public in relation to my job as a public officer, tapos sasayangin ko yun. Kasi pinagkatiwalaan nila ako ng magtrabaho ng maayos. Ngayon, kapag may mga bagay na magdi-disrupt, pipigil sa akin para gawin yung trabaho na sinumpaan ko, then that's betrayal of public trust. Panalo! Oh, di ba? That's a perfect answer. Sabihin mo yung trabaho mo. May sinumpaan ho akong trabaho na kailangan kong gawin. Kaya, dapat yun po yung aking priority. That's my oath. Not only to the country, but also to my fellow Filipinos. Di ba? Yun dapat ang priority ko. If I fail them there, that's betrayal of public trust. Not here. Solid. Di ba? Oh.
It could be, Your Honor, yes.
Thank you.
No. Hindi solid. Hindi solid si attorney.
Would you agree also with me that public officers must uphold public interest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. And part and parcel of the duties and responsibilities of public officers is to give due regard to the lawful processes of a co-equal branch of government.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. And the impassivity of the public officers and employees to attend the Congressional inquiries of the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability gives rise to a betrayal of public trust, considering that their continued absence interfere with the actions and mandate of this committee, just like your two people, the special dispersing officers, in the persons of Madam Gina Acosta and Madam Sunshine Fajarda. Would you agree with that also?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank
It is
you.
a possibility, yes.
And therefore,
Pag ako talaga, no. Bakit? Bakit? Kasi syempre, that's a very hasty generalization. Hindi naman pwedeng sabihin na agad-agad kapag hindi sila umattend, betrayal of public trust na. Kailangan ng due process. Boom! Di ba? Kailangan ng due process.
therefore, being the boss, you
Kasi paano kapag nag-absent siya? Tapos, betrayal of public trust na yan. Yun pala, na-disgrasya. Dahil takot na takot, doon sa sampinan nyo, nagmadali, na-disgrasya siya. Betrayal of public trust? No. Kaya ang kailangan ng due process. Generally, due process is the right to be heard. Kailangan pakinggan mo muna siya. So that's not automatically betrayal of public trust.
are also obliged to see to it that they perform this duty.
Yes, Your Honor, I
And
hear that.
therefore, we expect
Pero syempre pag ako, but Your Honor, ang sinumpaan kong tungkulin ay sa taong bayan din. Just like you, Your Honor, I have my job. A job that I have to perform. Otherwise, that is actually the betrayal of public trust. You have your job, I have mine. I answer to the people. Secondary, maybe to you. But primarily, I answer to the people. So I have to do my job first. Diba? Yan ang mga sagot sa ganyan. Diba? O alam nyo na sa susunod. Yun ang sagot yan. I am accountable to the people, Your Honor. Just like you, I'm a public servant. I have a duty towards them. So, primarily, I have to perform that.
Napagsabihan mo sila na umattend dito sa hearing na ito. That's part of your duty.
Respectfully, Your Honor, that was my commitment earlier that I will endeavor to bring them to the next hearing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
but she cannot force them. She has no subpoena powers. You have subpoena powers.
And I think you will also believe that public officers are sworn to uphold the Constitution. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
And public officers have sworn to uphold the Constitution and have violated their oath by preventing Congress from lawfully exercising its own mandate under Section 21, Article 6 of the Constitution to conduct inquiries in aid of legislation.
No, I did not prevent. No, I did not prevent you from doing it. Yun dapat eh. Paano kita pinigilan? Well, they're trying to rig it here.
Would you agree with that also?
Sir, respectfully, may you please repeat that particular question lang, this one, and the phrase that you refer to?
Yes. Public officers are sworn to uphold the Constitution.
Yes.
Yes. Public officers have sworn to uphold the Constitution and would have violated their oath by preventing Congress from lawfully exercising its mandate under Section 21, Article 6 of the Constitution to conduct inquiries in aid of legislation.
Hindi pa rin general question pala eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
If you, Your Honor, may I seek to qualify my answer as regards the last question?
Mr. Chair.
Okay,
Your Honor,
please.
Sa
Mr. Chair.
akin, Mr. Chairman.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Yes, please.
Okay. In this case, Your Honor,
No, it's just a general question, so you don't have to qualify. Hindi naman sinabing ikaw yung nag-interfere. Pero, in the end, lumabas na ikaw yung nag-interfere. Sad, no? So sad.
preventing or aggressive defiance, Your Honor, that might constitute as such. But if there is a valid reason on the end of the person, that might be considered. But again, aggressive and continued defiance without justification or reason, Your Honor, that may be
Tama naman.
taken as such.
Congressman Acop.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Mr. Chair. But
Mahina ba ang attorney Sinalang? Hindi naman. Actually, maayos siya. I think she's just intimidated. Maayos siya. Kasi hindi rin kasi malinaw yung mga tanong in fairness. Di ba? Hindi mo alam kung specific sa kanya o sa Office of the Vice President o generic yung question. Tapos magkakaroon sila ng mga conclusions o generalizations, which is unfair. Di ba?
you will also believe that the queries of members of the committee remain.
Sabi ni ito, maganda to. So, attorney, nauunawa mo na ang reason ni VP Sara kaya hindi siya umattend ng Quadcom. Hindi. Kasi it's a waste of time na maghapon kang umupo dyan 15 hours sa hearing, hindi ka nakapagtrabaho sa tao. Hindi. Alam mo kung bakit? Kasi ganyan na nangyayari. People are being sacrificed. Alam naman na natin, di ba, na they are going for VP Sara. It's already there. Parang kumbaga, para matigil na ang lahat ng ito, si VP Sara ang dapat lumabas. Umupo dyan. Sagutin sila lahat doon sa mga inquiries nila na ganyan. Siya dapat ang lumabas dyan. Hindi sila. If she is really the leader that many people think she is, she should be in the front line. They will not stop. Do you think they will stop? They will not stop until they get Sara Duterte. They will not stop.
And will remain unanswered if the responsible public officers or employees fail to elucidate on the subject issues by their continued absence.
Oh, ito na naman continued absence unanswered. Parang ganun yung sinasabi nila. But it's a hearing in aid of legislation. Napatunayan na natin na hindi maganda yung confidential funds. 'Di ba? Then why not abolish it? Why not actually make a law making it illegal? Very easy. What's the point of pushing through this if the issue is confidential funds? And we already know for a fact that confidential funds is subject to abuse. Kapag hindi na si Sara Duterte ang umupo, wala nang kwenta, nagastos na. Nagastos na sa hindi tama yung confidential funds na yan. Why not abolish it? Why not remove it? That's within your power.
The conspicuous absence of these public officers and employees of the Office of the Vice President causes immediate or threatened injury to the powers of this committee granted under the Constitution. Would you agree with that also?
Yes, Your
No.
Honor. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And Mr. Chair, dahil po sa ginagawa ng mga tauhan under Attorney Lopez and under the Office of the Vice President, I believe that we can file administrative cases against the non-attending public officers and employees of the OVP.
But you're not filing. You will recommend again. It will be dismissed. Paulit-ulit na lang tayo sa ganyan.
Before the Office of the Ombudsman. That is my point of view and my stand, Mr. Chair. Kasi they can be...
Oh, yeah. Like you recommended filing of human trafficking cases against Cassie Ong. What happened?
charged for misconduct and...
Sabi ni Tofu Junkie, inalis na yung confidential funds, di ba, attorney? Hindi pa. Yung OVP lang hindi binigyan ng confidential funds. Huwag nyo nang sabihin muna yung mga insertions tsaka mga duplications ng funds. That's a different story. That's also another truth that we have to tackle.
conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service as a cause of action. Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I proceed?
Please continue.
Thank you. Clarificatory questions. Attorney Lopez, you are the Chief of Staff and Undersecretary under the Office of the Vice President. As such, you are the number 2 insofar as the OVP is concerned.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. And all those people under the Office of the President,
Vice President.
Vice President, kayo po ang tinitingnan na mataas maliban kay Vice President.
Yes, after the Vice President.
Yes. Being the Chief of Staff, kami po, ako, galing sa militar, galing sa pulis, yung mga iba, may mga opisina, meron silang mga Chief of Staff. And everybody of us will say na yung Chief of Staff ang nakakaalam lahat ng operations na kanilang opisina. Would you agree with that?
In my experience, Your Honor, that does not hold true. So I cannot agree to that
How long have you
statement.
been in the government service?
More than 10 years, Your Honor.
10 years. Ako, more than 4 decades.
I hear.
Alam pagkaalam ko, your chief of staff is the most knowledgeable among the staff of a head of office.
In most cases, Your Honor, yes. That
So
is
you're the
correct.
only exception?
No, Your
Well, because that is personal. Come on. You are asking a personal question in relation to her. She answered it according to her. Bakit mali?
Your Honor, it is only in this matter that I am not privy to.
Yeah, I'm not privy to illegal activities. What the heck?
You're not privy on what matter?
The matter of confidential funds in the
You're lying, Madam Attorney, simply because the letters that you wrote to COA would belie your statement. Kasi alam mo eh. If you read intently the contents of your letters, alam mo. How can you explain yung AOM?
respectfully, Your Honor, Mr. Chair,
Kayo po ang nakapirma doon.
ako po
And would you say na pumirma ka na hindi mo alam yung nandun? Are you trying to tell me that? Being a lawyer?
Nakita ko dito, attorney si Romeo Acop. Sa tingin ko, hindi. Abogado ba siya? Hindi. He studied law at Jose Rizal University. Graduated. Ito. Cum laude, 1986. Jose Rizal University. Lawyer ba siya? Kuratong baliling rub out. Hindi nakalagay kasi dito kung kailan siya pumasa ng bar exams eh. Hindi nakalagay eh, oh. Former police officer and politician. Police siya, alam ko yon. Actually, malapit siya kay Mayor Magalong. Yun lang talaga. Control F. Wala. Yun lang yung law niya. Nag-study siya ng law. Maikli lang yung write-up sa kanya.
Your Honor, the documents, the attachments, as regards the answer to the AOM was presented and prepared by Mr. Ortonio. It is not incumbent upon me to double-check or to review such documents, Your Honor. My role in the
Pero
Office of the
ikaw ang
Vice...
pumirma.
Office of the
Pero ito kasi ngayon ang nangyayari, mga kabatas natin. Lahat na lang ng trabaho o kamalian ibubunton sa taong nandiyan dyan. Kasi hindi uma-attend si VP Sara Duterte. Roll number 34503. So lawyer siya. Lawyer siya. Yan. Sudipan La Union. Yeah, lawyer siya. Okay, good. At least, finally, we know.
the
Di
Vice...
ba, sa biglang abogado, ang sabi nga sa law school, di ba, sa inyo, bago mo pirmahan yung iyong death warrant, basahin mo muna.
Apo.
Di ba?
Yes, Your Honor. I simply checked, Your Honor, the form. Ano po yung attachments
Ikaw naman
and the explanation. Your Honor, respectfully, Mr. Chair, I have also mentioned this earlier when in the question of Congressman Congressman Zia, I mentioned that the matter of disbursement, utilization of the confidential fund, that is the matter that I am not really privy to. But in the matter of explaining, for example, issuing external communications to a government agency such as the Commission on Audit, as the highest official in the OVP.
Di ata sanay si attorney under pressure. Actually, sanay siya. Pero syempre, ididiin kasi siya talaga dito.
Your Honor, I sign off on all the documents. That is one of my rule and a vote.
And what is the significance of your signature?
that it has been
Di ba
reviewed.
dapat dun is, alam mo yung bagay na yun?
Yes, Your Honor.
Correct, tama. Privy ka dapat doon, kaya ka nag-sign.
Yes. Ikaw naman, Ah, kasi hindi ka pwedeng, attorney, hindi ka pwedeng pipirma sa isang na hindi mo babasahin. That is your training as a lawyer. You cannot depart from that. Yes.
Respectfully, Mr. Chair, as mentioned earlier, I signed it as a matter of course as the head of the agency for that external communication. Subject, of course, to the attachments that were included and the explanations made, Your Honor.
I think you better change that, madam. Dahil one day you might be signing your death warrant when you do not read it. Di ba posible po yun?
Yun po, I can only speak for that, my experience, Your Honor. That was exactly what happened in that letter.
Thank you. How long have you been working with Mr. Ortonio and Madam Acosta?
Mr. Ortonio was a colleague also in the city government, Your Honor, of Davao.
How about Madam Acosta?
Also one of the employees of the local government unit.
So matagal na kayo magkasama. And how long would that be?
More than 10 years, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Oh. Doon sa 10 years na yon, mas mataas ba sila sa iyo o mas mataas ka pa rin sa kanila?
Mr. Ortonio was a city department head also, Your Honor.
Ito kasing ini-issue nila dito, mga kabatas natin, this is a hearing in aid of legislation. Kaya lang, yung mga questions na ganyan, they are not actually related to any legislation. Di ba? Na gagawin. What's the point? Yan din yung sinasabi kasi ni Harry Roque. Di ba? Tignan niyo si Harry Roque. Buti nga hindi tinuluyan yung kanyang asawa. Kasi to smoke him out, gustong ipakontempt yung kanyang asawa. Buti na lang hindi ginawa. That will be the lowest. Di ba? The House of Representatives will be at its lowest kapag pinakontempt pa yung asawa ni Harry Roque. Kasi umattend na nga yung isa doon, tapos eventually hindi umattend. It's personal to him. Siya naman yung nasa posisyon nung panahon na yun. Siya naman yung abogado, hindi yung asawa niya. So hindi pwede na yung asawa niya dahil daw sa bahay. Yeah, pero 'di ba may alam niyo na lahat kung sino may-ari ng bahay. Alam niyo na lahat ng nangyari doon sa bahay. Dahil daw doon sa pera. Alam niyo na rin yung nangyari sa pera, sinagot naman lahat na sa inyo. So bakit kailangan niyo pang tawagin yung asawa kung yun yung mga questions rin lang na tatanungin niyo? The same thing here. 'Di ba? Lumabas ka na kasi. Sara Duterte. VP Sara, they need you here. Di ba? Is it okay not to answer such questions? I think so. It's irrelevant. Pero, syempre, masa-cite in contempt ka. Pero, nonetheless, na-cite in contempt pa rin siya. Di ba? Pangkorte yung tanungan. Yun lang. Yun naman ang malaking criticism ko dito. Hindi mo talaga mapunto kung ano yung in aid of legislation. Kasi nga, kung ano-ano yung tinatanong. Diba? Yun lang mga batas natin. Ituloy natin dyan sa susunod. Matulog po tayo na mahimbing dahil alam natin na yung natutulog na mahimbing, siya yung laging panalo.
Kapag kadiliman at kasamaan nagsama, kadiliman lang.